The content objective of our lesson today is that the best mathematicians will be able to divide whole numbers by unit fractions and unit fractions by whole numbers. 3 vocabulary words to keep in mind during our lesson today is quotient, which is the answer to a division problem, dividend, which is the number that is being divided, and divisor, the number you are dividing by. Taking a look at our first example here, we have a unit fraction that we are dividing by a whole number. We have 1/3 divided by 4. The first step to solve this is taking a look at our denominator, and here we have a 3. So I know I need to cut this rectangle into 3 pieces. Now that we've cut our rectangle into 3 pieces, I need to take a look at our numerator. Here we have a 1, so I know I need to shade in 1 whole piece. Now I have 1/3 of my rectangle shaded. We are going to take that 1/3 and divide it by 4. So I am going to put in 3 lines going the opposite direction to represent 4. If you take a look, I have cut my third into 4 pieces, and now I am ready to find my answer to my division problem. The answer to our problem is just this one rectangle here that I circled. I need to figure out what fraction of our whole entire rectangle this one piece represents. In order to find the denominator, I am going to count up the total number of pieces I cut my rectangle into. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Because I cut my rectangle into 12 total pieces, my denominator is 12. My numerator is just going to be 1 because I have one piece that is circled here. So 1/3 divided by 4 is equal to 1/12. Another way of thinking about this is thinking about having a whole entire pizza. If we have a whole pizza, but we only have 1/3 of it left, and you want to split it between 4 people, then each person would only get 1/12 of the whole entire pizza. Let's take a look at another example. If you take a look at this one, we have 4 divided by 1/2. Because I am starting with a whole number, I am going to start by drawing 4 whole rectangles like I have here. Now that I have my 4 rectangles, I'm going to take a look at the denominator here, and I have 2. I know that I need to cut each rectangle into half. Now that I've taken all 4 rectangles and cut them into half, I need to count up the total number of pieces in order to find my answer. Altogether, I have 8 total pieces. So the answer to 4 divided by 1/2 is equal to 8. One trick that I use when I'm dividing fractions is the following. If I start with a whole number, I'm going to end with a whole number. That applies in this example here because we started with 4 wholes and we divided them by a unit fraction, and our answer was the whole number 8. Going back to this example that we did before, here we started with a unit fraction of 1/3. So if we start with a fraction, we're going to end with a fraction. That was the case here because we started with the 1/3, we divided by 4, and our answer was 1/12. Check out Schoology or Google Classroom for more practice on dividing fractions.